Tonight, something rare and unsettling is unfolding above us. The black moon. This isn't just a simple lunar phase, it's a wave of energy so intense that it doesn't just touch the sky, it pierces straight into your soul. Already, many of you might be feeling it, your heart racing for no reason, strange thoughts returning from the past, or a heavy silence pressing over your mind. This is not your imagination. The black moon is shaking you from the inside out, and tonight, its power will test you in ways you cannot avoid. This energy is not gentle, not forgiving. It's mysterious, unpredictable, and almost haunting, like a storm moving through your spirit. Old wounds may reopen, hidden fears may surface, and shadows you thought were gone may suddenly stand in front of you again. The black moon forces you to see what you've been running from. And here's the truth. Some will endure it and awaken stronger, while others may fall apart under its weight. Which side will you be on when this energy grips your soul tonight? The suspense is real, because the black moon doesn't come to comfort you, it comes to transform you. If you surrender to fear, it can drain you, leaving you hollow. But if you stand tall and face its dark light, you will emerge more powerful than ever before. This is not just another night. It is a spiritual turning point. The real question is, are you ready for it? If you feel prepared to confront this powerful energy, then type in the comments, "I am ready for this energy." But before you do, connect with this spiritual shift by subscribing to the channel and liking the video right now. The mirror of shadows. Have you ever looked into a mirror and felt like the face staring back at you wasn't the whole truth? Maybe you saw the smile, the eyes, the same face you always recognize, but deep down, you knew there was more. Tonight, under the black moon, that hidden side of you is about to surface. This is no ordinary moon. It doesn't just light up the night sky. It shines directly into your soul, showing you what you've been hiding from yourself. We all carry a secret side inside us, a shadow. It's the part filled with anger we never admit, fears we push away, regrets we don't talk about, and dreams we quietly gave up on. Usually we cover it up with laughter, small talk, or pretending to be strong. But the black moon has a strange power. It drags those buried emotions back to the surface, forcing you to look at the version of yourself you've been avoiding. That's why tonight may feel so unsettling. You might get restless for no reason, feel irritated at the smallest things, or suddenly remember an old heartbreak, an unfinished fight, or a mistake you thought was long forgotten. These aren't accidents. They are the shadows rising, as if the universe is holding a hidden mirror in front of you and whispering, "This is who you really are." Will you face it? The test is simple, but not easy. If you run from what you see, those shadows will only grow stronger. They'll keep showing up in your life, in broken relationships, repeated mistakes, and that heavy emptiness inside. But if you gather the courage to face them, something shifts. Accepting your shadow doesn't make you weak, it makes you whole. Remember, a shadow exists only because light exists too. The black moon isn't here to destroy you. It's here to remind you that both your light and your darkness are part of your truth. And once you accept that truth, the weight you've been carrying starts to fade. So tonight, when the black moon shows you your hidden face, don't turn away. Look closely, because behind that shadow is the strength you've been searching for all along. The collapse of false energy. There are times in life when everything looks fine on the surface, but deep inside, something feels off. You laugh with people who don't really understand you. You follow routines that no longer excite you. You hold on to beliefs that don't match who you truly are. It's like living in a house built on weak foundations. Sooner or later, it's going to fall apart. Tonight's black moon is that moment of collapse. It doesn't just reveal your hidden shadows, it also tears down the energy that is fake, forced, or borrowed. Under this lunar shift, anything that isn't real will begin to crumble. You might notice friendships suddenly breaking, conversations turning cold, or connections you thought were strong just disappearing. It will feel shocking, almost unfair. But the truth is, these bonds were never built on truth to begin with. They were held together by habit, convenience, or fear of letting go. The black moon's energy is like a storm that clears away everything false, no matter how tightly you've been holding on to it. This doesn't just happen with people. It can happen with your own patterns too. Old habits that drain your spirit, dreams you're chasing only because others expect you to, or beliefs you've borrowed without questioning. All of these may suddenly feel heavy, fake, or even meaningless. You'll feel an inner push telling you, this is not who you are anymore. That push may feel uncomfortable, but it's actually freedom knocking on your door. At first, the collapse can be painful. Losing a friendship, letting go of an old dream, or realizing your belief was an illusion, it can break your heart. But this is the black moon's gift. Because when false energy falls apart, it makes space for what is real. And what is real will never collapse. So if something in your life breaks during this black moon, don't see it as punishment. See it as a sign that the universe wants to strip away what isn't truly yours, so you can step closer to the life that is meant for you. Sometimes destruction is not the end. It's the beginning of something more authentic. The whisper of ancestors. Have you ever felt a sudden chill, heard a voice in your dreams, or felt like someone unseen was standing beside you? Tonight, under the black moon, that feeling may grow stronger. This moon doesn't just affect the present. It carries a strange frequency that reaches deep into time itself. It connects directly to your ancestral memory, the energy of those who came before you, whose blood still flows in your veins. You might notice dreams that feel different, almost too real, as if someone from another time is trying to speak to you. Some people may hear whispers in their heart, a gentle pull toward old traditions, forgotten rituals, or even places they've never been, but somehow feel familiar. It's not your imagination. This is the black moon's way of opening a channel to your ancestors, reminding you that your spirit didn't just begin with you. It is part of a long line, stretching far back into history. For some, this can feel comforting, like being surrounded by invisible guardians. For others, it can feel heavy, as though responsibilities they never asked for are suddenly pressing down. Either way, the message is clear. Remember where you come from. The black moon shakes us, not only to face ourselves, but also to recognize that our story is much bigger than our individual lives. Sometimes this whisper comes as intuition. You just know what choice to make, even when logic says otherwise. Other times it comes as sudden inspiration, a memory of something your grandparents did, or a voice in your dream that feels like it belongs to someone you never met. It's all connected. The ancestors are urging you to pay attention, to honor the roots that gave you life. The danger lies in ignoring this call. If you resist it, you may feel restless, disconnected, even lost. But if you lean in, if you listen, you may discover hidden strength, forgotten wisdom, or even blessings waiting to be unlocked. So tonight, if you feel a strange pull, Don't dismiss it. Light a candle, sit in silence, or simply place your hand over your heart and listen. The whispers of your ancestors are not here to scare you. They are here to guide you back to your truth. The gate of silent trials. Not every test in life comes with loud warnings or clear signs. Some are quiet, invisible, and yet far more powerful than anything you can see. Tonight, under the black moon, the universe will place you in front of what we call the gate of silent trials. These trials don't come with thunder, fire, or dramatic moments. Instead, they arrive in silence, through small feelings that seem ordinary, but carry a deeper meaning. You may feel a sudden uneasiness in your chest, a restless mind that refuses to calm down, or strange little events that make no sense. Maybe your phone glitches at the wrong time, an unexpected delay happens, or you feel drained without reason. These things may seem random, but they are not. Each of them is a silent gate placed in front of you, asking one simple question: will you break or will you stay strong? The hardest part about silent trials is that no one else can see them. People around you may not understand what you're going through. They may think it's just stress or mood swings, but deep inside, you'll know this is something more. The black moon is not testing your outer actions, it is testing your inner strength. Can you hold your ground when everything feels unstable? Can you trust yourself when the world seems strangely quiet? These silent gates are not punishments, they are lessons. Each time you resist the urge to panic, each time you calm yourself instead of reacting, you pass through another gate. Slowly, without even realizing, you are building a stronger version of yourself. Silent trials create silent warriors. But here's the catch. If you ignore them, if you let every small uneasiness control you, the gates remain closed. And the more gates you leave unopened, the heavier the burden becomes. That is why the black moon pushes you into this uncomfortable silence. So you learn to find power inside, not outside. So tonight, if you feel restless, if life feels slightly off, don't brush it aside. Breathe, notice, endure, because the black moon is watching how you handle these silent trials, and those who cross these gates will rise into a stronger, unshakable version of themselves. The fire of hidden desires. Most of the time, we walk around wearing masks. We hide what we really want because we fear being judged, rejected, or misunderstood. We say the right things, act the right way, and convince ourselves that our true desires don't matter. But under the black moon, these masks will begin to burn away. This moon has a way of setting fire to everything false and dragging your deepest cravings out into the open. Maybe you've been pretending that love doesn't matter, but deep down, your heart is aching for it. Maybe you've been living a safe life, but your soul is screaming for freedom. Or maybe you've been denying your hunger for power, influence, or recognition, but it rises again, like a flame that won't die out. The black moon doesn't let you hide anymore. It will pull your hidden desires to the surface, raw and undeniable. But here's the catch. These desires will not simply appear, they will be tested. The black moon will force you to ask, why do I want this? Is it pure, or is it poisoned by ego? Wanting love is natural, but do you want it to heal or to control? Craving power can lead to growth, but is it to lift yourself and others or to dominate? The test is not about whether you desire, but whether your desire is clean or corrupted. This is where many people stumble. When desires are poisoned by ego, they consume you. They lead to jealousy, obsession, and emptiness. But when they come from your soul, They transform you. They become the fuel that pushes you into your true path. The black moon doesn't punish you for having desires. It only strips away the lies so you can see them clearly. So tonight, pay attention to what rises within you. That burning thought, that aching pull, that sudden rush of longing, it's no accident. Don't ignore it, but also don't let it control you blindly. Sit with it. Ask yourself if it comes from love or fear, because under the black moon, only the pure fire will survive. And those who face this fire with honesty will walk away stronger, clearer, and closer to their true destiny. The path of soul fragments. Have you ever felt like pieces of you were living in different times at once? A sudden memory that doesn't feel like your own. A strange déjà vu that makes you pause. Or a dream so real it feels like you've lived it before. Tonight, under the black moon, these feelings may grow stronger. This is not confusion. It is your soul showing you its scattered fragments. The black moon has the power to align these pieces, reminding you that you are far more than just this moment in time. Some people may suddenly remember childhood moments they thought were long gone. Others might feel pulled into memories that don't even belong to this life, as if they've been carried from somewhere else. A few may even catch glimpses of parallel lives, versions of themselves walking down paths they never chose but somehow feel connected to. It can be disorienting, almost like being in two worlds at once. But this is exactly how the black moon works. It shakes your sense of normal so you can see the bigger truth, that your soul is eternal, and your present self is just one piece of a much larger story. At first, this scattering can feel heavy. You may feel lost, like you don't fully belong anywhere. But that's because the pieces are moving, shifting, preparing to reconnect. The black moon is aligning your soul fragments, not to confuse you, but to bring you back into wholeness. Think of it as collecting all the pages of your life, past and present, and binding them into one book. This process can bring powerful clarity. You may finally understand why certain fears exist, why some people feel instantly familiar, or why your heart longs for places you've never been. These are echoes of your soul's journey, resurfacing to remind you that your spirit is bigger than your current identity. So tonight, if you feel déjà vu, strange dreams, or waves of old memories, don't brush them aside. Pay attention. The black moon is helping you gather the scattered pieces of who you are. And when those fragments come together, you'll see yourself not as broken, but as whole, a soul that has lived, learned, and carried wisdom across lifetimes.